for all purposes, he was going to go to Tier 2. And then I seen him in training camp, and he got better and better every game.
Well, I guess credit has to go to one of our scouts, Joe Washcrook, and he was pounding the table for this kid, and we invited him to our orientation camp, and not really any expectations. He came in and was good, was real good, and then we invited him back to our main camp. Our expectation, we were going to sign him and probably get him into some games that year, and then have him for the future. But boy, things changed quick.
Anthony Cirelli, he's been stellar early this season. Really turned heads here at Oshawa Generals camp and forced his way onto this team.
And I remember people talking he'll be a good player one day, maybe send him down a junior A, and then he'll come back next year and be a superstar. But then exhibition came and he just started lighting it up, and we're like, oh, this guy could be the next big thing. And of course he made the team, and then his career just takes off from there, and I don't know the story about him.
As DeRoche was there for the Generals, and the pass ahead for Cirelli. Cirelli, a little room, scores! Anthony Cirelli gets his first OHL goal on a wrist shot on the power play.
He started a little bit slow, but I didn't play him a whole lot, and we take the time on ice, and I would go back and I would look at how many minutes he played and then how many chances he was generating for us. I keep track of negative and positive chances, and he continuously was in the upper half of the plus ratio, and I thought, I got to play him more.
Well, I think for him, he turned out to be a 7 or 8 minute player, and he didn't kill penalties really. He wasn't on a power play, so he just played a regular shift. So again, he was a guy that was reliable, and confidence grew between him and the coaching staff, and his responsibilities got a little bit more as the season went on, and he was a guy that made our team, and DJ played everybody that was here.
He was great. I think that year he put up good numbers for a rookie for sure, but I mean, being a free agent also is a big thing, and to do well in this league, it's always surprising and you stand out. But I mean, he always played good, and he just progressed. Every game went on, he just got better and better. So it was really fun watching him.
Then on New Year's Day, the Generals made a blockbuster trade with the London Knights, sending first-round pick Cliff Pooh and Josh Sturck, and a number of draft picks for Dakota Mermis and Michael McCarron.
Sometimes you get lost, you make a trade, and you forget about your own guys. And I knew that our core guys would be the guys that have to be to win this. These other guys were brought in to help the core guys, and I couldn't lose my guys in the shuffle.
Anthony just stuck in there, and he just stuck around, and he was responsible. So you could put 2 offensively gifted players with him because he was so reliable defensively. And again, that's probably what endeared himself so much to the coaching staff. So whatever guys came in and fit in and around him, there was never a time that he was ever going to be leaving that lineup, just through his own work.
It's been 25 years since the Oshawa Generals have won the Memorial Cup. That year, they won it 4-3 in overtime against the Kitchener Rangers. In fact, they've won it 4 times in the club's history. This Sunday, they'll be trying to make it 5.
Got to play a good game, to win this thing. And then we started off kind of slow, and they came out flying, and we're all looking at each other like, oh, we could be in trouble. And of course, Kenny just stood on his head in the first period, and I think they got the first goal, and we're just like, oh, we need someone to step up and be the hero. Of course, that was Anthony. Second period, it comes down to 2-1, scores. We're like, oh, wow, what a goal, Brought us back in this game when we were getting pretty outplayed.
And all of a sudden, he broke down the wing there, and he got loose, and he blew one over the guy's blocker. And that changed the game. That gave us some energy. And then some other guys, dug in, and we really started to go. But until he did that, I believe there's some negative vibes just mentally on our bench that we hadn't have a team that in a long time take it to us the way Kelowna was taking it to us.
And here we are, 60 minutes, not enough to decide this battle between heavyweight champions.
I remember Tom Rennie and Kevin Hayes came walking around, and I said, I'll see you guys on ice in 2 minutes. And not knowing that would be the case.
All year I had a vision that Chris Carlisle, for some reason I had a dream one time that Chris Carlisle was going to score the winner, and I kept saying to everyone, Chris Carlisle is going to get the winner. And so he's going down, or Lindbergh pulled up and he hits Carlisle in my head. I'm thinking he's going to score right here. and he shoots it. And Cirelli, like so many other players that don't live around the net, he's right there, Johnny on the spot, he bangs it in.
Cirelli gets on the ice, and no one's really thinking like a goal is going to be scored right away. You know, it's a 1-1 game. But I think Chris Carlisle shot it on net, and Cirelli just tapped it in, and we're like, well, this guy's going to be the hero of Oshawa forever now.